Hi, welcome to myprojectbazaar.com.
Now we see the project optimized path selection and low cost package for traveling users. Well, let's move to the abstract. This system to optimize the path selection and low cost to travel the destination place. Where the user want to go to out of station through the bypass, he entered the system to analyze his source place to destination place by single clicking the selection. To pay the toll gate fee in advance through internet. This system helps the traveler to see the emergency place, motel, service center available between the area. The main motto of this project was to reduce the time of the waiting at the toll gate. To save the time of the travelers, we have to pay the amount online truly. There are two users are presented in the current system. One is administrator, who he is responsible for update the toll amount or any new entries are presented currently. Then any motels or any other restrooms are presented on the traveling basis or mentioned in the web pages. After convincing to show the people now the current fuel rate, then calculate how many kilometers from and to and how many liters are required to traveling to the basic causes and basic causes are present calculated in previously, and then we have to travel safe and securely.
Data flow diagram is a symbolic representation of the flow of our project, which is helpful to identify the current processing status of the project and which is done by this flow of a diagram. Here eclipses are indicated as start and terminations of the project. Rectangle symbols are indicate the processing status of the project. Diamond symbols are defined to check the condition whether it is true or false. Then arrow are indicated as a sequential flow of the execution. First of all, starting username and password is entered into the check the condition whether username and password are correct. There is move to the next phases. There are two users are presented. One is admin, another is user. If admin is login, they have a register a new traveler records, which is defined to create a new account of the users, and he is responsible to update fuel toll details. If new tolls are created and insert the details into the systems, these are the detail work of the administrator. Then user have to from and to purchase his source and destination are preferred. Whether they are given into these details, they are successfully registered and deposited amount will be reduced from the domain name. Finally, log out and move to stop the process. Now we see the implementation phases of optimized path selection and low cost package project. Here there are previously we defined two users are presented. One is administrator and another one is users. In administrator are log into the system through the username and password. If the username and password is correct, the packages move to the home page. There is a user ID and username amount which is indicated the payment updation. Before that, we want to create a new user account. Click new register. Here enter the user name. John. Password also similar to the name. date of birth, license number, deposit amount is 10,000, contact number, then mail ID, not a valid email address, which is indicated the validation page. After enter the mail ID, we have to get the user ID identification number, which is automatically we get, which is possible under first 3 digit of username and last 3 digit of the phone number. Then click register to register the details. Registered successfully. After registering, we have to payment updation. In this, payment updations are very important to renewal the users information. For example, here we have to GOH 567, which is a user ID of the Mr. John. Then his amount already is 10,000. Now we have to add 2,000. If the value results will be added into the account of John. If they traveled 10,000 amount in previously, then he have to renewal his value acquired amount through this pages. Now we click update. Deposit amount updated successfully. If the tollgate informations, in this tollgate informations where the government will plan to increase a new toll gate, which is details are added into this in this informations. Here there are five types of national highways are in Tamil Nadu, which you have to select NH7, then the area near Madurai, and the pin code of the current tollgate. Now the toll charges, which is maybe values can be very depend on the national highways. Here our tollgate charges were normally the percentage of 46 rupees. Then update, toll details are updated. Then fuel update which is helpful to the users what is the current fuel rate, which is displayed on before after the user are logging into the Specialization. Today diesel rate is 55 rupees 50.60 with diesel price is 78.12 paise. Gas per tank is 56 rupees. Now the update fuel rate updated successfully. Permit update, which is helpful to the traveler to go outside of the Tamil Nadu. There are a number of states presented in the state area, which is helpful if the traveler want to go to Kerala. The Kerala state government or standardize the cost per seat in the vehicles. They are roaming into this state. In this model, we have to administer or update the charge per seat, which is depend on the Kerala government decisions. If they increase the amount 300 to 320, which is submitted to update the details, permission charges are updated. Now the traveler want to go to select the Kerala, per seat rupees 320 should be paid on. After logging out, if the normal users can update their details. If Mr. John's going to Salem from Dharmaburi, they have to choose their source and destination places and submit, which submit to the details are added. For example, the messages are shown successfully paid toll amount. You should remember, which is valid on one day only. That is one day only. After that he should log out. In this project we achieved the goal to wait the traveler should pay a toll amount on long queue and avoid permission detail to get a permission from the other state. There's a single seater administrator are responsible to add and update the professional information like fuel date, permission charges, then deposit amount which is paid to the government. Details is all presented. Thank you for watching.